Todd Grisham. And watching this live, IBA light welterweight champion, the Drunken Master.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome the battle-ready Emanuel.
And this one has all of those big fight feet. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Can't find a home for that jab. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
You're getting everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moment.
Yeah.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about a man. On to the second round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just got rocked. He's in some serious trouble here. Can he find his way out of this storm? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A high-octane battle. Nice counter shot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Emanuel Augustus in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Baron.
Great round. Great round.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Both men step back for just a moment. How about that time counter shot? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. He missed with that jab. Do you believe what we are seeing? Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Emanuel Augustus in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. And he misses with that jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Emanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You're much better. He's not in your...
Yes.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. They both want the knockout. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Emanuel Augustus in that one.
So just keep him on the track.
Let's start the sixth. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Can't land that jab. The jab doesn't quite connect. Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gonna punch himself out though. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. When are we gonna see a jab from these two? Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emanuel Augustus in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
I love that. That jab is slick.
Here we go. It's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Punch, counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab doesn't quite connect. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Emanuel Augustus in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute.
Round 8, and we're off again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. He threw a punch and just got countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
Holding nothing back here in the round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emanuel Augustus in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without a doubt. Maybe.
Don't forget the jab.
And we enter the ninth. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The courage on display here is incredible. Nope, that uppercut does not score. A perfect counter shot. Talk about punches in bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. A a lot of effort being exerted here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always Augustus is clipped. And Emanuel Augustus is down. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four.
Let's talk about Emanuel Augustus in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Back together.
And there's the bell for round 10. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on. Down goes Ward! We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
No rest for the weary. He threw the hook, didn't land. Nope, that hook won't score. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Ward in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think, right.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
His stamina is off the charts. halfway through the round. I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee's going to allow him to fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Emanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
Come on.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? It's bombs away. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They exchange punches. Just missed with that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Beautiful counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How about that, Johnny? You don't hear those kind of scorecards very often. A majority decision win.
I didn't think it was going to be that close. I really didn't. I thought this was a one-sided fight. It was like a walk in the park. But for the fight to be so close shows how much these fighters have come on.